What's up, y'all? Welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be reacting 20 things you not know about football. Obviously, today's a little bit sad day. My Arsenal flag is a little bit sad. We lost a horrible game today to Manchester United. 2-3, playing like trash. Anyway, decided to make a video. So yeah, let's get into it. I actually really like this setup. It's nice. It's quiet. It's intimate. I don't know why I said intimate. Anyway, let's get into the video.
These are 20 things you didn't know about football. And at number 20, I bet you didn't know that football mascots make more money than doctors.
Ain't no
Whether
way.
it's Gunnosaurus Rex, Man U's Demon, or even dude dressed as a giant ball
Ain't
sack.
no way.
These aren't just sweaty grown men wearing costumes or playing with their wood in public for no reason. They're entertaining fans because they make $400, $500, sometimes even $600,000 a year. But even that much money won't get you out of jail. Like the players who wore illegal accessories at number 19. There's a lot of things that
$600,000. That's
can't
ridiculous.
Wear. All black jerseys banned. Any players who wear chains, get them snatched.
All
Even
black
Gucci
jerseys,
headbands,
I don't get
players
that.
Find every single time
Chains
they
I
wear
get because you
them.
could hurt someone
But
with
no
it.
consequence is scarier than when David Beckham wore cleats designed with kangaroo leather. Because where he played football in California, their laws say owning any products made from kangaroos could have you facing a $5,000 fine and 6 months in jail.
The $5,000 probably wasn't anything to him, but the 6 months in jail means a lot
to
more.
win the most expensive
That's
trophy in
crazy.
sports history at number 18. See, football champions are treated way more luxurious than other athletes. Yeah, NFL champs get the little silver trophy that's worth around 4K. NBA
4K?
Finals winners get something golden that's 13K. At least hockey's doing it big for their Stanley Cup winners. A trophy that costs 25K. But standing at 15 inches tall, weighing
100?
in at 13 pounds of solid gold and rare minerals, the
200?
World Cup trophy just became the most expensive award of any sport ever, worth over $20 million.
Oh, fuck,
Now,
no.
wait a minute, that's gotta be cap. Let me Google this. Holy
Yeah, I was
shit,
about to Google
it's
it too,
really
like,
worth 20x.
what?
Now I see why players try
$20
cheating to be
million?
good enough to win it. And I bet you didn't know about football's banned moves at number 17. Like, you can't even give
Why
hand
would you
football,
ever do
whether it's
this?
the
Why
seal
would you
dribble
ever
like
do that as a
this,
celebration?
Or the neck stall like this. Neither are allowed. There's even moves where players try looking pregnant by pulling out the shirt catch, and one where players
not to
turn into
look pregnant.
animals with the donkey kick free kick. But once players kept doing all those moves and started getting injured by opponents who thought they were only trying to showboat, football officials cracked down on them, and the moves were banned.
I kinda
Now,
get
at
that,
least
though.
vehicles
Safety for
aren't
everyone.
banned from football. Cause at number 16, I bet you didn't know that going pro gets you free cars? See, car companies are now sponsoring some
Yeah,
of football's
that makes
biggest
sense.
clubs and dropping off custom whips for the whole squad.
Now,
Audi's
McLaren?
been delivering to Barcelona
That's a lot.
players.
That's a lot of
and
money
even
to
let
give
them
to a
speed
player.
the cars around a track. But BMW did things even
Yeah, they're
more
too broke
expensive
to
for
afford a
Real
car, so
Madrid.
we gave him a
'Cause not
car.
only did each
We
player
felt
get a
bad
car
for
with
him.
a custom license
Fuck
plate,
outta here.
They got to have photo shoots with the whips, and each player got a brand new parking
Hazard.
spot with a charging station. Now, cars are cool and all, but at number 15, I bet you didn't know that
That's a
animals
big-ass
used to be a
dog.
part of football. Kangaroos used to hop around in games.
He must be in
And so did
Australia.
Cats, dogs.
I know cats still
even
invade the
cocks.
field every once in a while.
I mean, roosters. Things didn't become controversial until a football club let a grizzly bear on the field.
Be fucking for real, dog. That shit's crazy to
That
me.
ceremony had football beefing with PETA because they claimed having a bear performing was inhumane. But it's Russia, so they don't give a shit what
I guess
anybody
that
says. They even
that's
let the bear come celebrate
justifiable.
the team's win in
It's Russia,
traffic.
but still. Okay. And it's in a vehicle. You
Only in
are
Russia,
over
man.
the
But only in
top.
football is there a curse that ruins players' lives. At number 14, if you ever get picked to join Chelsea, do not, I repeat,
Do not sign.
pick the number 9. For 20 years,
Oh, yeah,
every
you're gonna
single
be
player
cursed
who
with
wore
missing
9
everything.
has fallen off. Romelu Lukaku,
They
a player
fucking
who just
ruined
had the
Torres.
best seasons of his career, chose the number, then instantly had the worst season of his career.
Mm-hmm.
Mason Mount, Lukaku, blocked.
So when Chelsea announced a new star, Aubameyang, was
Mhm.
filling his spot and wearing number 9,
Bold.
all the fans freaked out in the comments. Even Chelsea's own manager admitted the curse was real, but Aubameyang admitted he only chose the number to break the curse.
They said the number 9.
You're not that guy, pal. You're not that guy.
I don't know. You know, I don't listen to these kind of things. I love the number 9, so
I mean, I get it. It's not the numbers curse because every team has a number 9.
You want to know what's crazy? That
It's the team. The team is just trash.
A controversy that cost FIFA billions at number 13. I hate to break it to you guys, but the game most of us love is coming to an end.
Oh yeah, no shit. It's terrible. It's a terrible game. I hate the way FIFA currently plays.
Sports gaming and made over $20 billion.
They don't even need to release it every single year. I think they need to change it up. Make it more interactive.
But FIFA wouldn't allow it. So EA ended their partnership with FIFA and announced they're creating their own game, EA Sports FC. This game's gonna be on a whole new level.
No, it's not.
Brand new game modes.
This is an old
career,
video. No, it flopped. It was horrible.
Even free roam like 2K. EA's even given us ways to unlock exclusive NFTs.
Oh,
so let's just hope
weird.
they don't make
More
Mbappe
money.
the
More
cover
money to
again.
pay.
Like, really, FIFA? 3 years in a row? Shaking my head, man. But speaking of Mr. Ninja Turtle, I bet you didn't know about one of the craziest records in football history at number 12. Just watch this.
He is pretty fucking fast. What did he break?
During that goal, Mbappe was clock speeding 23.61 miles an hour. That's
pretty
faster than
fucking
people are
fast.
legally allowed to drive around schools. But comparing that to the fastest person in the world, Usain Bolt, Mbappe's speed is actually faster than Usain's average in his world record 100-meter dash. So, side by side, looks like Mbappe just officially became a record holder, but that was only one sprint. I already know you've wondered how far football players run throughout an entire game or an entire career. And Lionel
Isn't it
Messi's
like
got
13
us covered on
kilometers, something like that?
at number 11. Messi installed a microchip in his cleat to track the distance he traveled during a match.
That's smart.
Yeah, the majority of the time he was being a lazy ass and walking, but
Okay.
combining that with Messi's
Don't
jogs,
disrespect
runs, and
Messi like
sprints,
that.
had him covering around 8.5 kilometers or 5 miles in a single match. But Messi's played over 1,000 matches, so
He's just
that means
smart on
ran
how
over
he conserves his
5,000
energy.
miles. These football players are
It also makes the defenders feel like they're wasting their damn time.
But now that we're getting into the top 10 things you didn't know about football, it's about to get crazy. Like, what if I told you some of the biggest football clubs in the world tried ruining the sport?
What club tried ruining the sport?
12 of the world's top teams,
Okay.
Barcelona, Real Madrid, Liverpool, the Manchesters, pretty much everybody actually relevant, alright? Did something crazy out of nowhere. It was announced that all of them agreed to leave their countries and form the European Super League. Now, at first I was like, this is
What?
hype. I mean, all the biggest names in football constantly
That'd
playing
be
each other,
stupid.
and it would be extra competitive. The winner of the league would earn $470 million. It seemed like an insane idea on paper. But within hours of the announcement, fans around the world caused absolute chaos.
Yeah, no, leagues are good the way they are. I like the way that it's played, especially with the Champions League. They play well, then they get invited to Champions League, and then that's where you compete against the top clubs.
Non-stop
Just
riots,
performance-based.
fans literally breaking into stadiums. Everybody was pissed because their favorite clubs would be playing all the way across the world. And fans
Yeah,
thought that
no.
owners only
People
cared
want
about
to
money the
support their
league was
teams
gonna
and go
make
watch
and
them.
not about
It
them.
sucks that we live in that. I
Everyone
live in the United States
wilding
because I
out
can't go watch
actually
games
made
like
a
this.
huge difference. Because within a few days, the Super League turned into a super fail,
Yeah.
and the entire move was canceled.
You just wouldn't have that much people actually going to
to
watch it. One, it's a hassle on the players. Two, it's a hassle on the club.
Damn.
And three, the fans can
really
come and support
overthrew
it.
the football government.
Only like
But
certain
that many
amounts.
people coming together got me wondering just how popular is football compared to other sports.
It's the most
Working
popular
across teams is
sport
tough,
in the world.
But Asana
Period.
helps you handle it.
It's
That's
just not
because
popular in the United
Asana
States
is
because we
where
don't
humans
advertise.
and AI coordinate work together.
Well, at number 9, take
See,
a look
number
at
9.
this map. Any country that's light gray watches football over everything. So unless you're from China, Australia, Canada, or the US, chances are I know what your favorite sport is. But let's bring some numbers into this. As we go up the list, you can see the
I don't know what you need to do to
estimated
make
fans
soccer
of
or
each sports that are
football more
popping up.
popular in the United States.
We got
I think it's just too
baseball
big of a
with about
landmass.
500
But then at the same
million
time, there's a
fans.
lot of big countries as
Basketball
well.
with
Just
700
not that many
million.
clubs.
Hell, at
And
least
they don't make
hockey and cricket
individual
topped
money.
$1 billion. But at the very top, we got football with an estimated 3.6 billion fans worldwide.
Yep.
God damn.
That's a
nearly
lot.
half the population of the fucking planet. Now I see why a player like Ronaldo is the most famous person on Instagram. But I bet you didn't know there's a
566
football rule
million?
named after him.
Oh, yeah.
At
He did
number
get,
8,
like,
the
what, 20
Ronaldo
million
rule
YouTube
ain't
subscribers in his
actually
first
a
day?
good thing, though. It happened because of his return to Man United.
That was a horrible move.
Where even though he was
Not because he
expected
was
to
a
be
terrible
star,
player.
his
It's just because
ego
the
caused
club is
issues
just
with his
so
teammates.
ass right now.
Playing like
Even though they
ass
beat my
got him
current
benched.
favorite club.
And Ronaldo's contract that
I
racked
was a
in
Man U fan,
$500,000
because
a
Ronaldo.
week,
That's when I
a
really
whole
got
other
into
level
soccer.
compared to his teammates and made him jealous, forced the club to change their rules. Since that type of money held back the club and guaranteed Ronaldo millions, even though Man U didn't feel like he was worth it anymore, no other clubs were willing to pay money like that for him. So, Man U let Ronaldo go for free just so he wouldn't be a distraction anymore. And they
Wow.
also banned all Man U players of any skill or status to make over $240,000 a week by calling it the Ronaldo rule.
Wow.
Ronaldo really changed
That's
the club
really a
forever.
spit in the
What
face.
if I told you
Especially
the
compared to how much he
MLS is
did
about to change
for Man
football
U.
forever? I'm sure we've all seen crazy goals like this.
By Canals. Pinballs to Rooney.
Yep, I remember that one from Rooney.
But the problem is, they don't happen often enough, because players have no extra reasons to kick from that far away. Until now. Rumors of a 2-point line, which would be a similar arc to a 3-point line in basketball, is now being thrown around the sport. Football fans are tired of the MLS not
No,
being as entertaining
that's
as other
stupid.
major leagues.
That's such a stupid
so adding in
idea
a 2-point line
to
not only
even
would it
consider
encourage
adding
players
that.
to go for ridiculous highlights, it would make football
That's
games
such a
more
stupid idea.
action-packed
It would make
and
everyone
higher
want to just, like,
scoring. I'd finally buy some football tickets.
Time the
But
goalkeeper. I mean,
something
like,
can't
you could
buy
argue
is
like
the
the
most
goalkeeper should be
legendary
better
piece of
positioned, but at the same
memorabilia
time,
in
it's like
football
there's no
history.
need to
At
make
number
anything
6,
additional
nearly
points because it's still a
70
question
years
of like,
ago,
oh,
Pele
I'm outside
became
the
one of
line, I'm
football's
inside the line,
first
this is
ever
2 points,
iconic
whatever it is,
players.
right?
As a teenager, coaches
I
were
don't like
already
that.
predicting he'd become the greatest football player in the world. So not only did Pele earn himself a spot on Brazil's national team, in 1958, he officially got his own rookie card. But nobody knew what this item was destined to be. Just because Pele exceeded all expectations and became a GOAT, his memorabilia's value skyrocketed. And what
Yeah,
seemed
I would
like
imagine.
just a piece of cardboard with his pick on it,
That's like
became the
buying a card
first
of
football
Ronaldo when he
card
first came to
ever
Man U.
to sell for over $1 million. Now, that's definitely a lot of money, but at number 5, what if I told you a football player accidentally made a fan worth $40 million? This is Charlie Morgan, aka
Was he the one that got
Swansea's ball
that
boy. And his
got attacked by
journey
one of
towards
those players
becoming
or
a
was treated
millionaire
badly?
started with this play.
I think he threw the ball. Yeah, he did throw the ball.
And all cause that lil ass boy got his ass beat. Not only did Chelsea star Eden Hazard get kicked out of the game, the situation went so viral,
Yeah.
Charlie went from only a couple hundred followers to 100,000 overnight. So he began using his
Damn.
new fame to promote his brand, and it quickly became the fastest growing and most popular alcohol in all of the UK.
A little
AU
kid
Vodka.
created an
Its
alcohol
luxurious
that
look and
became
colorful
famous.
flavors made all celebrities want to put it in their mouth. Football
Pause.
icon Ronaldinho
Pause.
loves the drink. Jake Paul even got the vodka tatted. And with this vodka selling thousands of bottles per day, Charlie's estimated net worth is now over $48 million.
Now that
all
is
'cause he got his
smart
ass
marketing.
whooped. Damn.
That
Who'da
is
thought
a
getting
smart
jumped would
marketing
make someone
capitalization
rich?
of
But I
a
guess
bad
better
bad
question
situation.
is, who's this man's barber? What the
Yeah, that's the most fucked up
this
hairline
is football's
haircut
ugliest
in
haircut
soccer
of all
history.
time. But the
And
story
people got
behind
it and
is
still
even
get
more
it.
ridiculous than it looks. At number
Proudly.
4. This Ronaldo's from Brazil and dominated football in the 90s. But as he became an all-time great, the expectations reached new heights, and the pressure eventually forced him into the hospital. Out of nowhere, Ronaldo started suffering from seizures as well as devastating injuries. But doctors couldn't explain why. So they cleared his return to football because the 2002 World Cup was right around the corner. And all Ronaldo wanted to focus on was winning his country the gold. But all anybody else could talk about were his health concerns. So he came up with the perfect distraction.
I remember I had a little injury and everybody was talking about that injury. So I came to training with that hair. Everybody was talking about the hair and forgot
Oh, I
about
get it.
the injury. So
That's smart.
that helped me a lot in that time.
And even though this haircut seemed like he was just trying to become a meme, which it did, it made everybody, including Ronaldo, forget about his health issues and instead clown his hair. So he was able to play the game with no pressure and carried his team to victory while looking like a famous cartoon.
You know what,
Hey, as long as you win, I can respect
some
it.
sort of secret power as to how you won.
Dude really said that. The haircut was weird, but it definitely ain't as weird as what footballs used to be at number 3.
Oh yeah, they used to be
Today,
terrible.
I'm sure
I think
you
they used to be
it's normal
heavier
kicking
and
this
thicker.
around. And what if I told you nearly 200 years ago they used heavier leather balls
Yep.
like this? I mean, it doesn't seem too odd.
I want to see how that plays. I would love to play with one of those and see how it like compares to a modern day football. I wonder what they go for though. I wonder what like the price of one goes for.
Well, the sport goes way further back, and what they used during ancient times is scary.
Is that the Mayans?
It's said that during Aztec football
Maya
games,
Aztecs.
the competitions would get brutal because each team's lives were on the line, literally. And if your team lost, well,
It has been suggested that the losing team sacrificed skulls or whole heads were used as balls. If true, it would have likely served a ritualistic purpose.
That's
and
crazy.
just like
That's
that,
crazy.
I ain't ever asking anybody to give me head again. But for real, footballs did kinda improve after that, when kids began blowing animal bladders up like balloons and kicking that? Alright, man.
Makes sense.
Now I've seen it all. Like, I never thought I'd be so thankful for balls.
Like
man.
even
At least for
nowadays,
the
like
last World
underprivileged,
Cup, the
undercoming
most
countries that don't
technologically
have
advanced
access to
footballs in
footballs
history
try to
were
make something
created. They
out
had
of anything to
motion
play the game.
sensors, offside detections, stat tracking. Like, balls were so advanced, they'd send data 500 times a second to a room full of refs who could make calls without even being on the field. But would the tournament have even happened if they knew the event would kill thousands of people at number 2?
Something that ended up killing
World
people?
Cup 2022 wasn't what you thought it was. The tournament was being planned 13 years ago to become the biggest football event of all time. And even though many wondered why a small country like Qatar became the lucky ones to host,
It's one of the
all
richest
'cause
countries.
They promised to build the craziest stadium in football history.
It had a lot of
Now,
drama
don't
on
get
it.
me wrong. This place
Especially with the
looked
customs and
insane,
the way people
'cause
are
it
supposed to
needed
act
be.
when they get to
The
Qatar.
expected number
They
of
just have to
fans
follow the rules of the
showing
country.
up was predicted to be 1.5 million people.
I wonder how
More
many are
than
going to
half
show
of
up this
Qatar's
time for the
entire
World Cup. I don't
population.
think as many
So
as
just to
they
accommodate
anticipate.
that many more bodies, the entire area also needed to be revamped with villas, hotels, and even cruise ships. But the hard labor that workers were forced to do was inhumane and made
Oh,
headlines
yeah.
everywhere.
Allegations of human rights abuses are
I think there was just a
also
problem with Qatar in general in terms of like
multi-billion-dollar sporting
distribution
event.
of wealth
Labor advocates
between the
say
higher
migrant
class and
workers
middle
who built
class
the
and
massive
lower
soccer
class.
stadiums
There's not much
endured
of a
unsanitary
filler
conditions
between.
and extreme
So it's
heat
really rich
injuries,
to really
and
poor.
deaths have been reported.
Apparently, migrants were forced to complete tasks in 122 degrees where there was barely any water or food, and workers
Yeah,
not only
inhumane
couldn't
work
take
conditions.
breaks, officials even held their passports and made it impossible for them to leave the country before the job was done. Things were kept quiet. 'Cause
That's a
only
human rights
37
issue.
deaths got reported as related to building the stadium, but then the number got bumped up a bit.
What is the honest, realistic total, do you think, of migrant workers who
Piers
died
Morgan reporting on it?
as a result of work they're doing for the World Cup in totality?
The estimate is around 400.
And after this,
That's a lot
eventually
more.
news broke that since the World Cup was announced, over 6,000 workers died. Damn, something's gotta change.
6,000
'Cause if
workers?
football
That's
fans
crazy.
Knew what was going on, they probably would have went crazier than the time a crowd tried burning a football team alive at number 1. That went down here, because the fans knew Saint Etienne needed this win. Otherwise, their club was gonna suffer one of the most embarrassing things a club could deal with. Getting kicked out of their league and sent to a lower division. So with the game tied up, all the club had to do was not let this man score. And well,
They did.
Netted as he did against Sochaux in the previous round. Disaster.
Let's see how bad it got. Damn. That
there's
gunshots?
fans chucking lit flares in a football team's locker room. The stadium's on fire. I need police.
Y'all
I
need to calm the
firefighters.
fuck
I need
down.
a goddamn SWAT team. Hurry.
Simplement le dégoût. Aujourd'hui, des enfants qui ont été gazés.
That's not okay. That's not okay. Because not only are you putting the lives of like the players, you're putting the lives of kids, adults, elderly people that are there at the stadium for absolutely no reason.
Yeah, the
That's
situation
so
got
stupid.
bad out of control. Fans and police officers
I
fought
wonder if
till
a
the
lot of
end.
people got charged.
Players were injured. Even the stadium got completely destroyed. So this became one of the most violent losses in football history. But everybody makes mistakes.
No.
Even Ronaldo, Messi.
You don't make mistakes that could cost lives. I don't know. I kind of get the idea of allowing fans to be able to storm the field, but like at the same time, it's the, you know, the safety of the players. Soccer is such a big thing outside the United States. In my perspective, it's like I can't imagine that happening in any stadium. But at the same time, people will take it seriously. Hope you guys enjoyed as well. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe if you have not already. I'll see you in the next video. Hopefully this is well edited. You know what sucks? Last time I recorded this video, I forgot to turn on the microphone. And since I have the thing plugged in, if you don't have the microphone on, you got no sound. You got nothing.